Is it 8 o'clock? 9 o'clock Eastern. For Jan and Doug out in San Diego, it would be 6 o'clock. Which begs the question, why are you watching this at 6 o'clock? This is the last show, last Facebook show for a while. Like for months. So we better make it a good one. Am I right? Am I right? Garage people, am I right? I'm so glad we're home again. I'm so glad we're here. I'm so glad we made it through another long, hard year. I'm so glad that we survived the toxic atmosphere. So glad we're home again. I'm so glad we're here. So glad we're home again. I'm so glad we're here. I'm so glad we made it back to where we're supposed to be. I'm so glad I'm holding you close to me. I'm so glad the sun is up and the sky is clear. So glad we're home again. I'm so glad we're here. So glad we're home again. I'm so glad we're here. We were lost. We were wandering round in the dark. We were thinking of building an ark, 'cause we thought it might never stop raining. So glad we're home again. Not much has changed. I'm so glad the neighborhood still looks the same. I'm so glad we left behind our deepest, darkest fear. So glad we're home again. I'm so glad we're here. So glad we're home again. I'm so glad we're here. So glad we're home again. I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad. I'm so glad, I'm so glad. So glad. Yeah. Thank you so much. Welcome to my Facebook Live show, May, whatever it is. And Bruce Shower, Nancy Shower. What a day it's been. I'm lucky I'm not dead. Everyone's aware it's terrible out there. I should have stayed in bed. I should have stayed at home. I went to work instead, knowing it would be living hell for me. I should have stayed in bed. I should have stayed in bed with you like I was inclined to do. Tomorrow just remind me to stay home. Ringing in my ears, pounding in my head, bite marks on my neck, but what did I expect? I should have stayed in bed. Should have stayed in bed with you like I was inclined to do. Tomorrow just remind me to stay home. Tomorrow just remind me to stay home. I was in the pink, but now I'm seeing red. What possessed me to spend the day away from you? I should have stayed in bed. Oh yeah, I was in the pink, but now I'm seeing red. What possessed me to spend the day away from you? I should have stayed in bed. What possessed me to spend the day away from you? I should have stayed in bed. In bed. Oh, I should have stayed in bed. Wow. Last weekend we were in New Hope, Minnesota. Or was that the weekend before? And I guess Nikki Schroeder was there. Didn't come up and say hello to me though, didn't you, Nikki? But I will play your song anyway. Listen, I'll start it back here. She's the latest sadist in a long, long line. She's gonna make my life miserable a long time. That's how it's always been, and it will always be. It's not an easy life for me. I got a string of garlic hanging around my door. I really don't know why it's never worked before. 'Cause all the vampires get in here eventually. It's not an easy life for me. And I say, it's not an easy life for me. It's so hard to live this way. So hard to face another day this way. I'm a hard luck story with no end. I'm an accident that happens again and again. Well, I try so hard, but I can't break free. It's not an easy life for me. You know I try so hard, but I can't break free. It's not an easy life for me. It's not an easy life for me. One more time, Nikki. It's not an easy life for me. Hey, Derek Mosier, you have a house guest. Barb, I'm talking to Barb right now, friend of Derek Mosier. This is for you, Barb. Don't honk your horn at me, get upset or angry. Don't stick your finger out, no need to shout. Why don't you pass me by? I see no reason why we can't share this road and still be friends. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse. I always drive in reverse. I'm walking backwards too, so I can only see what's going on behind and not in front of me. I know where I have been, I know what I have done. Try walking backwards too, like everyone. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse. Right! Rear end, look out for my rear end. Look out, you pedestrians. Sometimes I lose control. I always drive in reverse. No matter where I walk, No matter where I drive, the place I want to be, I never do arrive. Go on and pass me by. I see no reason why we can't share this road and still be friends. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse. Go! Exactly. You may get there faster, you may get there first, but I always drive in reverse. I always drive in reverse. I always drive, you always drive, we always drive in reverse. Wow. Derek Mosher, thank you, Barb. Hope you sit through the whole show. Everybody else, welcome. I hope you have house guests, too. Because I'm not doing another one of these till at least October, probably, right? Am I right, Murph? Yeah. But I will introduce the cast responsible for tonight's program. Doing the sound, doing the camera, put up the lights. Here he comes in my beautifully clean garage. Mr. Pipe Jim, let's hear for Pipe Jim, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, tonight on cue cards, starting to look more and more like Wilford Brimley. 40 pounds less of him. 40 pounds less of him. Brian Murphy. Let's hear for Brian Murphy, my manager. And we lost the Mistress of Alcohol, so tonight her role will be played by... Oh, there she is. Come on up. Oh, okay. She was on her way to get somebody a glass of wine. Let's just meet her before she goes get the alcohol. Let's hear for the Mistress of Alcohol, Miss Beth Miller. Thank you. Thank you. And we have some surprise singers here tonight. We have some, not you. Yeah, you're done. You're done. Go keep these people filled with wine. We got birthdays here tonight. We got it all. Right now, I'm going to do a song I have never performed correctly yet. It's one of the songs that's going to be in my Broadway musical, which, of course, will debut on Broadway Avenue in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Right next to the Milwaukee Athletic Club. I have never got this song right. I'm disgusting, disgruntled, disgraced, and disjointed. I'm disillusioned and so disappointed. Disheveled, dismembered, dismayed, and diseased. I'm distant, distrustful, distressed, and displeased, and I'm almost ready to cast off the gloom. Almost ready to get out of this room. Get back to nature, breathe the fresh air. Hop in my car, maybe drive it somewhere. I'm almost ready to forget, but not just yet. I'm unstable, unsteady, unsung, and unsightly. I'm unenlightened, unloved, and unlikely. I'm uneducated, uncouth, and uncool. I'm unsentimental, unsolved, and unschooled, and I'm almost ready to smile again. I haven't been happy since I don't know when. The glass is half full, so is my cup. The sides of my mouth are turning up. I'm almost ready to forget, but not just yet. I'm insipid, incessant, insane, and in season. Indicted, indulgent, in debt, and indecent. Invasive, invalid, invisible too. And I'm still intermittently into you, and I'm almost ready to start living again. Almost ready to start giving again. Go to the places where I used to go. See all the faces that I used to know. I'm almost ready to forget, but not just yet. For bygones be bygones to let, but not just yet. I am almost ready to forget, not just yet. But not just yet. But not just yet. But not just yet. Pam and Corey Malcars, start holding hands right now. I don't want $1 million. I don't even want to. I'm content without a cent, 'cause all I want is you. I don't want a stately mansion with an ocean view. I hang my hat in any old shack, 'cause all I want is you. I hang my hat in any old shack, 'cause all I want is you. All I want is you to hold me tight. All I want is you night after night. I don't want a Lamborghini or even a Subaru. I'll walk 100 miles to see you smile, 'cause all I want is you. I walk 100 miles to see you smile, 'cause all I want is you. Ooh. Like it was before. I don't want to live forever. Ripe old age will do. But before I go, you should know all I want is you. Before I go, you should know all I want is, all I want is, all I want is you. You. Thank you so much. That was for Pam and Corey, two of my favorite people in the entire world. I don't even know Pam. I know Corey, but Corey is responsible for this beautiful sign right here. Yeah. For all your printing needs, Clark Graphics on the east side of Milwaukee. A little oasis of printing, a little oasis of the printed word on Oakland Avenue and close to the corner of Locust. Eric Brock, on the other hand, lives in San Francisco. He's the only person left in San Francisco. It's all bums, plus Eric Brock right there. And he requested a song that's sort of big news in my family. My son Julian graduated from UW-Madison last weekend. He majored in Thirsty Thursdays, weights and measures. Also, another graduate from the University of Minnesota, Aubrey Olson. You know what they are? Those goddamn college kids, those noisy boys and girls, think what they read in books happens in the real world. Those goddamn college kids think they know everything. They think they're so smart they don't know anything. Hey! Hey! Those goddamn college kids, they drink so heavily. Think they'll make $1 million majoring in sociology. Those goddamn college kids think they know everything. They think they're so smart, but they don't know anything. Hey, give me one. wrote this song a million years ago. We used to play for Marquette University Senior Week. And they would hold it at a place called Serb Hall on the south side of Milwaukee. Great big reception hall. I mean, giant. And they started one year to pour beer all over the floor and do naked beer slides. And a bunch of the parquet floor pieces came up. All the college kids left for the next adventure. I was there with my band, loading up the equipment, and the manager of Serb Hall came up to me and said, "Those goddamn college kids, what are you going to do about my floor?" I said, "Absolutely nothing, dude. Call Marquette University." And I said, "You know, sir, I might write a song. I might write a song that goes, those goddamn college kids think they're so goddamn cute. Can't wait to play make-believe in their blue business suits. Those goddamn college kids living off their moms and dads. They think they're so smart, they got everything I never had. Hey! 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 Wow! Eric Brock! No one has ever asked me to deliver a commencement address. I played in Madison every Tuesday night for 20 years. You think the University of Wisconsin asked me to do a commencement address? No. And I've got one ready. And you know what? Tim and Susan Griffin want me to play this song for Mary Beth. Who else? Mary Beth and Tim in Greenville, South Carolina. I don't know, Mary Beth, maybe you just graduated. Pretend I'm the graduation speaker. Graduates, families, professors. You say you won't give in to temptation just to get ahead. And you say you won't apologize for all the nasty things you've said. You say you'll never compromise your principles anymore. Well, graduates, let me tell you something. Everyone's a whore. Everybody does things they don't want to do. Why should life be different for you? But you say you'll never compromise your principles anymore. Let me tell you something. Everyone's a whore. Congratulations, graduates. You've completed four difficult years here at the University of Wisconsin Stout. You've completed 4 years here at Cardinal Stritch. And you know, everyone goes off to work to bring home some pay. And everybody ends up selling themselves in a million different little ways. Everybody does what they've got to do, but you don't know the score. Well, let me educate you. Everyone's a whore. Everybody does things they don't want to do. Why should life be different for you? Everybody does what they've got to do, but you don't know the score. Get ready, garage. Let me educate you. Or else they're just a liar. We've all been used before. We've all been sick and tired. But you say you'll never compromise your principles anymore. Let me tell you something. Let me educate you. Might I just remind you, even the class of 2023. Everyone's a whore. Da, 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 Congratulations, graduate! I played a place once in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where that owner of the bar told me I could never play that whore song again. And every time I sing it, I'm thinking, if it was Christopher from The Sopranos, everyone's a whore. But you know, let me get away from the nastiness. Let me play a song for an incurable romantic. An incurable romantic who lives in Las Vegas, Nevada. Ms. April Spurk. Yeah, you think I didn't remember this song, didn't you, April? Listen. I'm lying by the riverside, sleepy under sunny skies. The young girls take their stockings off. Romance will never die. Old men are selling photographs. Lately, they've all been torn in half. The young girls lean on windowsills. Romance will never die. So why do I keep seeing you dressed up in rags and pointy shoes? So why do I remember you the way you looked at me when our innocence had flown away? The whole world could come crashing down, laughing as it hit the ground. The young girls would still look clean and white, 'cause romance will never die. Romance will never die. So why do I keep seeing you? Your face is wet and bathed in blue. So why do I remember you and the way you looked at me like you'd seen everything there is to see? I'm lying by the riverside, sleepy under sunny skies. The young girls are flowers floating by. Romance will never die. Romance will never die. Romance will never die. Romance will never die. Oh, April, I love you. You incurable romantic. Let's have a drink. We have a drinking word, but I'm not going to tell you who suggested it. What was it? Quaff-tide. That's the drinking room tonight. Word tonight. It's no longer TGIF. It's time for Quaff-tide. Thank you. I think we should get a couple guest singers up here right now. Two big giant dudes. Joe Hip doesn't know what the hell's going on right now. Oh my God, right there. You can move that microphone over. Joe, just wing it. I just want a chorus of giant dudes, and I'm going to pretend Joe was a sailor. He was in the Navy. They trusted this man to operate the engine on a nuclear submarine for how many years? 10 years. A little over 10 years. Make you feel safer or what? And of course, Brian, you already met Brian, or Murph. Listen, there are no churches, no church bells in my new religion. There is no heaven and no hell in my new religion. 'Cause I believe in you and me, we can live our lives quite decently. Completely superstition-free in my new religion. What?
Completely superstition-free in my new religion.
Oh, I'm going to pretend Murph was in the Navy, too. No, Murph was in the Merchant Marine. But listen. And there are no collection plates in my new religion. No pedophiles or pearly gates in my new religion. There's just a bedroom and a bed where we can rest our lusty heads. We'll dine on wine and daily bread in my new religion.
We'll dine on wine and daily bread in my new religion.
For I believe in logic and reason. I believe in the love in our hearts. I believe in the changing of the seasons. And heaven is wherever we are when we're together. And hell is when we have to be apart. When we're apart. So don't worry about apocalypse in my new religion. Just clap your hands and shake your hips in my new religion. For we are kind and generous, we never want to make a fuss. We treat other people like we wish that they treat us in my new religion. Go!
We treat other people like we wish that they treat us in my new religion.
There are no creepy undergarments
In my new religion.
no dietary restrictions,
In my new religion.
no aliens or angels,
In my new religion.
no fire and no brimstone,
In my new religion.
no crusades or inquisitions,
In my new religion.
only multiple positions.
In my new religion.
For we treat other people like we wish that they treat us in my new religion. I can hear you clapping at home for the two giant singers. Let's hear from right now. Come on. And that, of course, was performed for Mr. Mauricio Lopez. Mauricio Lopez, who lives in Texas. He lives in Texas, and I feel sorry for you living in Texas because he lives in College Station, Texas. Mauricio does. Where does Aunt Dorothy live? Aunt Dorothy lives in Janesville. Well, the kids are playing in an old refrigerator, your face down on the floor. Grandma's with her skinhead friends, and Grandpa's blind and driving. And I can't get the toast out of here. I can't get it out. I can't get the toast out of here. But if I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. If I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Well, the kids are playing with a pack of matches and a pile of oily rags. You're lying down on the operating table from carrying scissors while running. And I can't get the can't get it out. I can't get the toast out of here. But if I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. If I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, Aunt Dorothy. Are you watching that, Dorothy? You requested the song. Is she watching it? Excellent. Aunt Dorothy, for you, a medley of songs from the movie that has your name all over it. We're out of the woods, we're out of the dark, we're out of the night. Step into the dark, step into the light. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Lions and tigers and Murph, oh my. All right, all the kids are dropping out of junior high school and you're drinking beer through a straw. Grandpa's plotting to kill the president. Grandma's with her pimp. I'm waiting for the next big bang to blow everything to bits. We all get together on Christmas Day and sing joy to the world. We all get together on Christmas Day and sing joy to the world. And I can't get the toast out of here. I can't get it out. I can't get the toast out of here. But if I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. If I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. If I had a fork, then I could get the toast out of here. Hey, 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 hey. Let me hear you say yeah. 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 Good God, y'all! Good God, y'all! Say, ooh, what? That's right. Ooh. Thank you, Aunt Dorothy. Everyone else, do not forget to pay attention to the sign. Can we see it? The sign right over my head. This is my last Facebook show for about 4 months. So please, please start PayPaling and Venmoing. Here, I'll do an impression of you sending me, $1 jillion. One time, a guy on PayPal ordered 700 T-shirts, but it was a mistake. Boy, that was a cock-up. Yeah, everyone send your preliminary donation now. And the main one, in the main bedroom, the ensuite, that will be later, okay? Because right now I'm going to play a song that I think I played 3 times live ever. Well, 4 times if you count Chicago the other night. This is for Paul Jones, who always tries to give me a tough one. Paul Jones in Boston, Massachusetts, home of Whitey Bulger. That's right. All the great people who've come from Boston, Mass. Paul, this one is for you. I'm so afraid that you'll forget that I was ever here. You'll think it over and you'll see to be completely clear. The words of love, the promises, they never were enough to light the light of love. So afraid that you will find you've lost your faith in me. But things can change, I know they can, if only we believe. If we believe in all the things we've been despairing of, might light the light of love. 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 If we believe in all the things we've been despairing of, we might light the light of love. 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 I ask you a question. Y'all remember a dude named the ever handsome Kevin Hansen? Well, it's his birthday. It was birthday on the 14th of May. Mama had him on 14th of May. It's exciting news. I'm not going to tell you why it's exciting, but I'd like to do a song for Kevin, the ever handsome Kevin Hansen. He requested this song. Listen. I seen your old Kentucky home, and it looked just like a shack. I drove through Indiana, and I barely made it back. 'Cause something changed inside me, I didn't think that it would. Now I'm into stock car racing, and my sister's looking good. Carry me back to old Virginia all the live long day. I smelled the Smoky Mountain air. I ate smoked bacon and smoked ham. I drank just one mint julep. Now I don't know who I am, 'cause my neck is getting redder. Got no shoes upon my feet. Think I'll beat up Jerry Springer, R.I.P., and dress up in a sheet when Johnny comes marching home again. Oh, da doo da dee. Hey, ever handsome, I'm picking. Now I drive an 18-wheeler, and I'm talking with a drawl. Got a woman when I beat her, why, she hardly cries at all. Now I think I'll just get loaded, shoot my gun and then reload. I'll speed on down the highway, and they'll scrape me off the road. Swanee, how I love you, oh, da-doo-da-dee, oh, da-doo-da-dee. Where there's ever handsome Kevin Hansen, there's Kimmy Hansen, rocking right alongside of him for the first time ever, the debut of something I call Let's Get High Medley. You like to reminisce about the night that we first met, when I said hello and lit the wrong end of my cigarette. You tell me it was magical and mystical, later on quite physical. The first tiny step on the road of our lives together. A night that we'll share in our hearts and our minds forever. But was it August or September? I was high, so I don't remember. A human being can't rock harder than this. You like to reminisce about when you... No, let's do the second verse. It's a medley. I'm not going to do all the verses, but I will do. You like to reminisce about the night that we were wed, when we cut the cake and then we ran off to our nuptial bed. I was at Kimmy and Kevin's wedding. You tell me it was beautiful, mysterious, both of us delirious. The next giant step on the road of our lives together. A night that we'll share in our hearts and our minds forever. But was it August or September? Everywhere I go, I get a whiff of weed. Yes, indeed, I get a whiff of weed. Everywhere I go, I get a whiff of weed. The whole world's getting high. Everywhere I go, I seem to smell a skunk. It's not a skunk, but I smell a skunk. Everywhere I go, I get a whiff of weed. The whole world's getting high. On the bus and on the train and line at the grocery store. On the way to church on Sunday, in the office first thing Monday. Everywhere I go, I get a whiff of weed. Yes, indeed, I get a whiff of weed. Everywhere I go, I get a whiff of weed. The whole world's getting high. Well, you may not like this melody. You might not like these words. The alliteration in the second verse might strike you as absurd. But maybe you're not hearing this quite the way it should be heard. Because this song sounds better when you're high. I don't know exactly why. Turn it up, you can't deny. This song sounds better when you're high. 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 I said this song sounds better when you're high. I don't know exactly why. Turn it up, you can't deny. This song sounds better when you're high. I said this song sounds better when you're high. I don't know exactly why. Turn it up, you can't deny. This song sounds better when you're high. Turn it up, you can't deny. This song sounds better. This song sounds better. This song sounds better when you're high. Medley, ladies and gentlemen, for Kimmy Hansen. I'd like to do another song for my Broadway musical. What the hell? I just did a song for Kevin. I just did a medley for Kimmy. Don't you think they should sing for their supper? They have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm going to have to teach them a song right now. Kimmy and Kevin are in a band called Covalence. They're used to singing with one another. Let's see if they can handle these difficult vocal parts that I'm going to ask them to do. Kimmy, your part is... Oh, sorry. Let me get it right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, not bad, huh? She's a professional after all. Kevin? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Okay, you guys ready to do this song?
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Every day with you is a holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Sheets are covered with DNA.
Oh, yeah.
We're traveling across this great big land
Oh, yeah.
in a periwinkle blue caravan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Empty bottles rolling on the floor
Oh, yeah.
on the bottom shelf of the liquor store.
Oh, yeah.
Last night's dinner in a frying pan
Oh, yeah.
in a periwinkle blue caravan. Again.
Oh, yeah.
I'll drive you to the ends of the earth, that's my pledge. I'll drive you to the ends of the earth, and if it's flat, we'll fly off the edge. But we won't care, 'cause we have maximum fun in a minimum space.
Oh, yeah.
Positive vibes in a negative place.
Oh, yeah.
The world's a mess, but life is grand
Oh, yeah.
in a periwinkle blue caravan. One more.
Oh, yeah.
I'll drive you to the ends of the earth, this I vow. They say we wouldn't go anywhere, but they were wrong. Look at us now. In a week or two, we'll be on our way.
Oh, yeah.
With parking tickets that we won't pay.
Oh, yeah.
Try to catch us if you can.
Oh, yeah.
In a periwinkle blue caravan.
Oh, yeah.
We make love, we don't make plans.
Oh, yeah.
In a periwinkle blue caravan.
Oh, yeah.
Let me join in.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Covalence, ladies and gentlemen, we made them sing. How? Can I just say, can I use the F-bomb? How fucking talented are those two, huh? Am I right? So talented. Damn it. Oh, yeah. You figured it out immediately. My man wants a caravan. Let's do some thank yous. What the hell? I don't know if I can. I gotta pause so I can follow that last song. Let us thank everybody who contributes to this show, and it's very generous of you. Karen Reiner, my neighbor, 2 contributions if you add them all up. You know, that's what we should all consider 2 contributions, don't you think? Kelly Kuss from Raleigh, North Carolina, thank you. Jared Finger, Peggy Brenner, and the whole gang from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Jason Burr, almost like Raymond Burr, but it's Jason Burr. Joel Lefebvre, or if it's Joel Lefebvre, if it's Brett Favre. Marissa Rogers from Seattle, Washington, thank you. Linda Lehman, Stevens Patrick, hanging in there. I've never met him, but I'd love to. Monica Hall, let's hear from Monica Hall, which is also a building on the UW-Madison campus. Oh, I've got my jurisprudence class at Monica Hall. It would be cool. But I want to say thank you to Carolyn Rosewall, and where Carolyn treads, so does Marshall Roth. Julia Bosman, thank you. Billy Berger, last minute this week, Billy. Rod Wilhelm from Colorado. I already thanked Jan and Doug Thompson from San Diego. What's on the bottom there? I can't see it. Oh, Tom and Tony Cioni from Green Bay. Tanya, it's Tanya. Tom and Tanya Cioni. And, of course, Boris Bowden from down there and wherever the hell you live, Boris. I don't know, but Pat McCurdy Now is the featured album on his internet radio this week. Thank you, Boris. Who's having a birthday this week, Murph? Why, Brian Simpson from La Crosse, Wisconsin. He's finally 25. Cheddar from Iowa is having a birthday. Pete Horn, he's not watching this. I know who he is. Courtney Hobalt from Minneapolis years ago. Martin Darvan from the Beat Kitchen years ago. Yeah, he's not watching this. Is that our Patrick right there? Oh, that's Patrick Moore's? You know, middle name should be Some. It would be Patrick S'mores. And Kate Whelan! Kate Whelan's so competent. So competent. Who is? Janet Smith is watching on a plane on her way to France right now. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? It's Kate Moore's. Well, how come I have that on my card? I do what I have on my card. Take a look right there. Yeah. You could put anything on there. And you know what I say to you? Oh, yeah. Oh. I think enough time has elapsed between the last masterpiece and the next one. Susan Brungraber, you're a disaster girl. She's the Hindenburg, the Titanic, Mount St. Helens, and the bank panic. She's my disaster girl. In San Francisco, she's the fault line. On the Poseidon, she was Ernest Borgnine. My disaster girl. Everywhere she goes, everything goes wrong. I could keep her out of trouble, but I don't know for how long. Ooh, she's in the New Testament and the Old one. She's 2 world wars plus the cold one. My disaster girl. Everywhere she goes, everything goes wrong. I could keep her out of trouble, but I don't know for how long. Ooh, she's the Chicago Fire, Hurricane Camille, the first footstep on the first banana peel. She's my disaster girl. She's my disaster girl. She's my disaster girl. She's a disaster, total disaster. My disaster girl. Thank you so much, Garage. Hey, Courtney Falk, you're up next. Other eyes can hold you like mine do. Other lips might whisper I love you. Other voices might call out your name, but you know it won't be the same. Other eyes could spot you in a crowd. Other jokes might make you laugh out loud. Other sparks might turn into a flame, but you know it won't be the same as it is when we're together, half undressed and full of wine, watching raindrops on the window, feeling fine. So before you tell me that we're through, you rush off to find somebody new, which would be to your everlasting shame, 'cause we both know it won't be the same. As it is when we're together, half undressed and mesmerized, watching true crime documentaries, covering our eyes. So before you tell me that we're through, and you rush off to find somebody new, which would be to your everlasting shame, 'cause we both know it won't be the same. Go ahead, play your little game. We both know it won't be the same, and you'll only have yourself to blame, 'cause we both know it won't be the same. Let's get together and knock things over. Let's get together and wiggle around. Let's get together and knock things over. I love to see things falling down. There goes the clock, a glass of water. We can't stop, although we oughta, 'cause we're gonna get a shock when the clock gets wet. Hey, there goes the remote from the TV set. So let's get together and knock things over. Let's get together and wiggle around. Let's get together and knock things over. I love to see things falling down. Cindy Dixon, you think I'd forget you? It goes, let's get together and let's get together and let's get together and knock things over. I love to see things falling down. There goes the lamp, there goes the table, the radio, the TV cable, and when this little bed starts to shake too much, there goes an ashtray full of cigarette butts. And while this room goes up in flames, we're gonna shake the pictures right out of their frames. So let's get together and knock things over. Let's get together and wiggle around. Let's get together and knock things over. I love to see things falling down. Let's get together and let's get together and let's get together and I love to see things falling. Hushed. Let's get together. Let's get together and wiggle. Oh, Cindy. Let's get together and knock things over. I love to see things falling down. I love to see things falling down. I love to see things falling down. We'll knock things over. Hey! Knock things over. Yeah. We have some singers in this garage. I hope Cindy Dixon was singing at home. Cindy lives in New Zealand, so she's watching tomorrow. Quaftide. Happy Quaftide. You know, recently, I lost a really good friend and a guy who used to come watch me play quite often. A guy maybe you remember in the pandemic who sent me 8 big bins of Red Vine's licorice. A kind soul, a gentle soul, a really wonderful human being. Pete the contractor. I will miss him. Everyone will miss him who knew him. He was an amazing guy. I'm down there in Libertyville, and his favorite song is this. For you, Pete. You want to know what I've been doing since you left me with a broken heart? I get the feeling that you're hoping I'm still miserable, still torn apart. You want to know what I've been up to since you walked out and turned me upside down? Well, I won't lie to you. Well, I've been going out, having fun, making friends. Screw you. Going places, running wild, meeting people. It's true. Doing things I couldn't do all those years I spent with you. Never thought forgetting you would be so easy. Hey. Perfect cutoff. Should we dance? Should we dance? Yeah, we can. Look and see the stuff they put on Facebook. Well, that's all right. We'll make them dance. We'll just do Don't Stop to the Dangers. Whoa. No, let's dance to this. What is love? Yeah. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't. Let's do that part. Oh, oh, oh. Excellent job over in the garage. But you only come back when you want to make sure that you're still in control. Now and then you have to let me know that you own my heart and soul. You don't care what I've been doing since you left me, but I'll tell you anyway, and I won't lie to you. Well, I've been going out, having fun, making friends. What? Going places, running wild, meeting people. It's true. One thing you could do for me, get out of my memory. I never thought that being free would feel so joyful. So this is how the whole thing ends. You say we can still be friends. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. I don't believe I've ever heard such utter bullshit. Ba-da-da-da. You put your foot in, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do. That's what. Well, I've been going out, having fun, making friends. What? Going places, running wild, meeting people. Screw you. Going out, getting drunk in my garage. Screw you. Going out, Tinder. Screw you. Going out, having fun, making friends. What? Screw you. Let's hear Repeat the Contractor. I'll miss you, man. Angela Van Ginkle and Tony, too. I'm going camping with some lesbians, tramping through the wood. It will be great to be outdoors again, far, far from the hood. We'll find a peaceful spot to pitch our tent after traveling near and far. And then we'll gaze into the firmament and wish upon a star. We'll build a campfire each and every night, sing Valderie and Valdera, our faces glowing in the firelight. Hey, let's do Kumbaya. We'll stop and say hello to folks we meet up and down the trail, and now and then we'll stop to rest our feet and share amusing tales. Here we go! Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. We're gonna fill our lungs with oxygen. Ain't Mother Nature great? I'm going camping with some lesbians, and I can hardly wait. I'm going camping with some lesbians, and I can hardly wait. Yeah. Every time I go to Madison, I think of this song, because this song was inspired by Madison and performed for Mr. Joe Hibb. Well, the college girls downstairs play their music too loud, and they're always knocking at our door. They got a yapping little dog, and yapping dogs are not allowed. And I don't think I can take it anymore. Upstairs it sounds like someone's sink is overflowed, and the water's dripping on the floor. It's enough to make a torture victim's head explode, and I don't think I can take it anymore. No, I don't think I can take it anymore. I just want to get a good night's sleep. I don't want to lie here counting sheep, but as it is, I'll probably go insane, watching the little red numbers change. Maybe you can sleep through all the noise out there, but the siren screaming song I can't ignore. We gotta get out of here, let's fly away somewhere, 'cause I don't think I can take it anymore. No, I don't think I can take it anymore. No! As it is, I'll probably lose my mind, watching the sun peek through the blinds. Maybe you can sleep through all the noise out there, but the siren screaming song I can't ignore. We gotta get out of here, let's fly away somewhere, 'cause I don't think I can take it anymore. No, I don't think I can take it anymore. No, I don't think I can take it don't think I can take it don't think I can take it anymore. Hey! I mentioned Susan and Tim Griffin before. North Carolina. I think it's their wedding anniversary this weekend. 44th wedding anniversary. This, for you, Susan and Tim, best song I ever wrote. "10 years in the blink of an eye, you turned around and you told me goodbye, and you got on a train. I didn't see you again till now. 10 years in the blink of an eye, and even now I'm wondering why I just stood in the rain. I got home, but I don't know how. Oh, where does the time go? Where does the time go? Where does the time go? It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. "10 years in the beat of a heart, I see your face and the memories start to hurt all over it." I just skipped the verse, didn't I? I got it. 10 years in the beat of a heart, how long have we been apart? I know it's insane, but the feelings remain the same. 10 years in the beat of a heart, I see your face and the memories start to hurt all over again. And then you call my name. Oh, where does the time go? Where does the time go? Where does the time go? It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. Do you remember how we had our moment in the sun? 10 years in the blink of an eye. So here we are now, you and I, we're together again, doing what we were meant to do. 10 years in the blink of an eye. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up high. Play the old songs for me, I'll play the old songs for you. Oh, where does the time go? Where does the time go? Where does the time go? It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. It goes flying by in the blink of an eye. He was 7 years in prison and just a few days free. when he came upon a lonesome little girl. And neither of them knew how strong their love could be till they climbed to the top of the world. A stolen afternoon becomes an early winter's night with a full moon that shimmers like a pearl. And both of them agree that there ain't nothing quite like the view from the top of the world. Like the view from the top of the world. They're looking down from the top of the world. Now I've told you about the good life and how empty it can be, how you can get so caught up in a world. But in your lifetime, you may only get one chance to see what it's like at the top of the world. In your lifetime, you may only get one chance to see what it's like at the top of the world. What it's like at the top of the world. It's so fine at the top of the world. Thank you, everybody. We will see you in October. And until then, I'd like to dedicate tonight's entire show to Ms. Monica Trott. Feel better. St. Paul, in his letter to the Ephesians, said it came to me upon a midnight glare. He said, I finished writing all of my gospel. Now all I seem to want is sex and beer. Mark Antony looked down on Caesar's body. He said, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear. I did not come here to praise Caesar. I came here for sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. The Camus Council, together again. Plus a big black dog. Because Charles Dickens gave us great expectations. Shakespeare gave us Hamlet and King Lear. Dostoevsky gave us Crime and Punishment. Who the hell is gonna give us sex and beer? Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. Now from the city to the suburbs to the country, from the southern to the northern hemisphere, now holding a tremendous referendum, and everybody's choosing right. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer, sex and beer are the things we like around here. Now they could take away our pride and our dignity. They could use up all our blood and sweat and tears. They could take away our names and give us numbers. Forget all that. Just look at the sign up there and be generous. Because I won't see you again till October, and I might starve I might starve till then. They could take away our names and give us numbers. But they will never take away our sex and beer. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around here. Sing it, ladies.
Sex and beer are the two things we hold dear. Sex and beer. Sex and beer are the things we like around.
What do we like in my garage? We like sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer and sex and beer. Thanks everybody for watching my Friday night shows. We'll be back in October. Thank you so much. Good night.